Right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 29-yard line.
Set hut. 10 Lobo.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end.
Let's go.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Overcommitting in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
Right there.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the draw. Hey, wahoo. Wrangler.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen to throw. To throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Hey, tight. Bring it. Hey,
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Take it at the 37. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go.
Exit.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
Hey.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go.
46. Go.
Out of the gun now on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
Mike's 5-4.
Hey, hold on. 5. Go. That's going to be a long day.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mike 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Right there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, there goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like with the
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey. 54, 52. Check. Watch. Go.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to. Check. 56. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Banjo. 5 wide. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Half 10. Smooth. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now Allen throwing again. Forced out. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 16.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen, his throw caught at about the 5. 11 yards there, 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And here's Allen, operating from the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. From the gun, Allen to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism on Mark.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones. His first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Right there.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Allen now going to throw again. He'll buy some time right. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, I'm coming. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check 3.
Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. His throw caught right around the 6. 15 yards on the play, first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Regular. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Delta. You ain't got nothing.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Here's Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. But they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Half 85.
Mike's 54.
Hey, Zoo.
Here I come. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, check. Hey, one set. Alert. Check Mike 54. Hey. High 7.
Operating from the gun. Allen. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Hauschka's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. To the right side to Eric Ebron. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
56. Check. Hey, hold.
to throw once more. It's caught. Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, echo.
Hey, scared. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now Allen again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Allen will try again on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This is fielded inside the 5. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down. On the ground, this is Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Williams, and he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. They'll drop the throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7 from the shotgun to give to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he finds Howard complete.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd and short. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting there.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Julio Jones, once again, the intended target. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. The 30, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Now the return will stop right around the 25. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-check.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. Open man is Howard, the tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll look to throw again. Open man is Miller. He's got it. Some collective exhales over there. On the sideline, a big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
Complete to Scott Miller.
And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. Gay's kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The throw over the middle taken in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Throwing on first down is Allen. Dancing to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. Now Allen, and that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 1-yard touchdown reception, and the Bills get a bit closer. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Caught by Jones. 27 yards there, a first down. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to let it go deep, and he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that will get out of bounds. So that's definitely going to put a major crimp in any comeback plans they may have had. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hey, orbit.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Now Allen to throw. To throw again. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target, and that'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw here toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
So they look like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Looking to throw. That's caught by Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Middle. Hey, check 24.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. And his defense. Here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll set up to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
16 brings up 4th down.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. As the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Tried to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
319! 54! Right 54! You must be getting touched.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Singletary. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 15 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
Motion, motion, motion. Go, go. Pass 85, pass 85.
Allen. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 47.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass. Yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check to out. Fresno.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 26, check 26.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Third and long, it's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it.
Jim. What's that? Look out.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Mike 50. Watch the slant. What's that? Right there. 54, right there. What's that? Here we go, D. What's that? Here I come. What's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, pick your game up. 54 is Mike. What's that? Check. Watch 54. Watch. Stop. You better bring it up.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they